Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to create and delete virtual networks in Azure using Terraform. I have logged into my Azure portal. Let's check whether any virtual networks already exist. Okay, no virtual network already exists in this account. So we are going to create the virtual network using Terraform. So let us go and review the Terraform documentation. So for creating a virtual network, so you need to have a resource group. So in this example, they have given the network security group also. So we will not create a network security group. We will just create the resource group and the virtual network. As part of the virtual network definition, we need to give the address space and then we need to create the subnet. So let's get started. I'm going to use the Visual Studio Code Editor for adding my Terraform configuration files. So already I have added the necessary credentials in the providers.tf file, which will be used by Terraform to connect to Azure and authenticate and create the necessary resources in Azure. You can refer to my previous video, Creating a Service Principal, for creating the necessary credentials which Terraform needs to authenticate to Azure and create the resources. Now I am going to add the main.tf file. In the main.tf file, I am going to add all my resource blocks. All the Terraform files should have a .tf extension. First, let's add the resource group. We'll give it a name, network group, name of the resource group which we wanted to create. So I'm going to give the net group, and then the location I'm going to give it as East US. So now let's add the next resource, which is the virtual network. Network. Let's give it a name, VNet. I'm going to give the name of the virtual network as VNet, and then the location East to West, resource group name dot name. Then we need to give the address space 10.0.0.0/16. So now let's add the subnet resource, Azure RM subnet. Let's give the name of the subnet as subnet. Here again we need to give the name. Need to give the name as subnet. Need to give the address prefixes. So let's give the address 0.1.0/24. Now let us give the resource group name. Then let's give the virtual network name. Okay, so we have created all the required resource blocks: resource group, virtual network, and the subnet. Now let's go and let's save the changes first. Then let's do a Terraform init. It's installing the HashiCorp Azure RM provider version 3.51.0. Terraform init is successful. Now let's format the file. It has formatted the main.tf file. Let's do a Terraform validate to check whether the configuration is valid. Yes, the configuration is valid. Let's do a Terraform plan. The documentation what we saw in the Terraform site, it is little outdated. So you need to explicitly create a subnet and use with the virtual network. So the Terraform plan actually creates an execution plan. So here it gives the information on what all the resources Terraform will create when the Terraform apply is executed. So here you can see it is going to create the resource group, subnet, and then the virtual network. So all these plus sign indicates it is going to create a resource. Here also you can see plan, it is going to add 3 resources. No resources it's going to change or nothing to destroy. So let's do a Terraform apply. The Terraform apply also creates the execution plan and asks for the approval. Let's provide the approval. The resource group is getting created. The resource group has been successfully created. Now it is creating the virtual network. So the virtual network and the subnet also has been successfully created. Let's go and validate that. Virtual networks. Yeah, we could see the virtual network which we just now created. We can click the subnets and we can see the subnet also which we created using the Terraform. Okay, so now let us use the Terraform destroy to delete the resources which we created. The Terraform actually uses the Terraform TF state file which has that information about the existing environment. It uses that information and compare the information with the new configuration, and then it creates a plan, and then it identifies whether the resources has to be created, deleted or replaced. Since we are executing the Terraform destroy, so it is going to create an execution plan for deleting the resources which already exist in the existing environment. The Terraform destroy command also has created the execution plan and it is asking for the approval. You can clearly see it is going to destroy, delete the resources. The minus sign indicates the deletion of the resources. And again in the plan you can see it says 3 to destroy. Let's give the approval. So it is destroying the subnet. It has successfully destroyed the subnet and now it is destroying the virtual network. It has successfully destroyed the virtual network and now it is destroying the resource group. All the 3 resources are destroyed. Let's go and validate that. Go to virtual networks. Refresh. Virtual network which we created sometime back using Terraform has been successfully deleted. Now let us go and check whether the resource group is also deleted. Resource groups. Yeah, the resource group what we created also has got deleted. In this demo, we have seen how to create and delete virtual network using Terraform. Thanks for watching the demo.